Good morning, class. I am Isa Maglente and I will be your teacher for Mathematics 8. Before we start, please all stand. And who can lead the prayer? Okay, you may lead the prayer. Amen. Before you sit down, please pick up all the pieces of papers under your chairs and arrange your chairs in a straight line. Okay, you may now sit down and sit properly. I will check your attendance first. Say present when your name is called. Leonesa Edoongkay, Christine Rose Masangid. Okay, so before we formally start our discussion, I just want to remind everyone that when someone is discussing in front, or when I am discussing, no one is allowed to talk to their seatmate. And if you have clarifications or questions, just raise your right hand. Are all we clear? Okay, very good. So before we start, let us recall our previous lesson in our last meeting. Who can give me our topic in the last meeting? Yes? Okay, very good. Refers to these triangles. Who can name the three congruent sides? Okay, very good. And with these triangles, name the two congruent triangles. Very good, you may now sit down. So it seems that you have already understood our last topic. You are now ready for our next discussion. So our topic for today is all about proving statement on triangle congruence. So our objective for today is all about, please read everyone. Okay, very good. So our objective for today is all about proving statement on triangle congruence by SSS or side-side-side postulates. So in proving on triangle congruence, there are postulates and theorems. So the first one is SSS postulates or side-side-side. Second one is angle-side-angle postulates. The third one is side-angle-side postulates. And the last one is the angle-angle-side or side-angle-angle theorems. So those are the theorems and postulates of the proving statement on triangle congruence. But for now, I will be discussing the SSS or side-side-side postulates. But before that, I will divide you into 5 groups. So let's start counting here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, here is the group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, and group 5. You may now go to the assigned area. Are all reset? I have the activity sheet here and you are given only 5 minutes to answer this activity in your group. So get one and pass to the another group. So the directions are given there, so read it carefully. Okay, you may now start answering. Okay, time is over. Pass your activity sheets in front. Okay, so group 1, choose your representative to discuss your answer. Okay, thank you. You may now sit down. That activity is the warm-up of my discussion for today. So let us clarify all your answers in my discussion for today. So listen carefully so that you can answer the questions or activity group later. Are all be clear? Okay, very good. SSS postulates are focused only on the corresponding sides of triangles, not really concerned with angles and determining whether or not two triangles are congruent. Okay, let us answer the example with the SSS postulates. So here is the example given and the proof. So there are two given. So HK is congruent to JK. And I is the midpoint of HJ. So the proof triangle HIK is congruent to triangle JIK. So here is the statements and reason. But before you answer the statements and reason, you you need to remember all the postulates, definitions, and theorems of the congruence, statement congruence, so that you can answer these two-column proof that have statements and reason. So let us answer. So number one, first thing to do is write all the given. Okay, number one, each key is congruent to j key, and the reason is given. Number two, I is the midpoint of each j, so the reason is given. Now let us refer to the triangles. Let us see the triangles so that you can write the statements. So key I is congruent to key I. So the reason there is reflexive property. So that is the definitions of the reflexive property. Key I is congruent to key I. Okay, number 4, HI is congruent to GI. So this statement is definition of midpoint. And the last one is triangle HIK is congruent to triangle JIK. So what is the reasons? Very good. SSS postulates. Okay, that's the end of my discussion. Is there any clarifications or questions of my discussion? I have another activity sheet here and answer it with your group. You have only given 3 minutes to answer the activity, and the first group who can finish first the activity will be given additional points. And finish or unfinished, after 3 minutes, I will get all your activity sheets. Are all we clear? You may now start answering. Time is up. Pass all your activity sheets. Okay, since the group 5 is the last group submitted their activity, you are the one who will present your answer. Okay, choose the representative. Okay. Okay, very good. You may now sit down. So everyone, go back to your original seat and arrange the chairs in a straight line. Are all we set? Okay. Please stand up. What is our lesson for today? Okay, very good. And me stand up. How can you supply the missing reasons and statement of the two-column proof? Okay, very good. So just always remember, class, that the meaning of SSS postulates. What is the meaning of SSS postulates? It is focus only on the corresponding congruent sides of triangles. For your individual activity, get one whole sheet of paper and answer this activity that I pasted on the board. You have only given 5 minutes to answer the activity. You may now start answering. Okay, time is up. Finished or unfinished, pass all your papers in front. For your assignment, write it on a whole sheet of paper and pass it in our next meeting. Are all clear? Okay, very good. So that's all for today, class, and see you tomorrow.